We live? All right. Morning. I'd like to call the Kankakee County Board meeting for April 9th to order. If we could get today's invocation from Board Member Tinker Parker.
Lord, we come before you with humble hearts, seeking guidance and wisdom for our county board. Grant us the strength to lead with respect and integrity, always mindful of all the well-being of our community and the dedicated public safety personnel who serve tirelessly. May we make decisions that uphold justice, fairness, and compassion, ensuring the safety and prosperity of all residents. Bless us with clarity of thought and a spirit of cooperation as we navigate the challenges and opportunities before us. May our actions reflect your love and light, fostering unity and progress for our county. Entrust us to your care, knowing that with your guidance, we will lead with wisdom and grace. And God, please keep our friend Carol Weber in your prayers. In your name we pray.
Please join me in the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Hess. Present. Mr. Tholen. Mrs. Polk.
Present.
Mr. Snipes.
Present.
Mr. Seroy. Mrs. Weber.
Present.
Mrs. Parker.
Present.
Mr. Kirko. Mr. Eckhoff. Mr. Swanson. Mr. Featherling. Mr. Dunhill. Mr. Miller. Mr. Long. Mr. Kirkstra. Mr. Hunter.
Via Zoom.
Mr. Smith.
Present.
Mr. Alexander Hildebrand.
Present.
Ms. Foster. Ms. Andrade. Ms. Arma Earps. Mr. Ashcraft. Ms. Monday.
Present.
Ms. Rittman-Ekemi.
Present.
Mr. Scanlon. Ms. Turner.
Present.
Mr. Wheeler.
Present.
We have a quorum.
We have a quorum. Can I get a motion to admit Mrs. Weber and Mr. Hunter for the month while they recover? Mr. Kirkstra, second. Ms. Foster, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you. Mr. Rowe, could you, I need some help with county code. It seems to me that we have to have video on in order to vote, and I don't want to have anything.
They've got to turn their video on.
We have to have video on, I'm sorry, in order to vote. I don't think that it's, you have to have it on just to listen, but if, when we do vote, we have to be present, I believe is the way to be present in the meeting. I just don't want to have any issues with any votes that we have. Thank you.
I'm not sure.
Are you able to comply, Mr. Hunter?
Yep.
When time comes? Okay, thank you. Under public commentary, I have a few here. I have Jody Zitko from St. Charles. Microphone's on the left over there. We have a total of 15 minutes.
Good morning. As you said, I live in Kane County. I've been a resident of Illinois for 58 years, and I'm a co-director of the Illinois chapter of the United Sovereign Americans. Today, I come to you as a concerned citizen of the state of Illinois, sharing alarming information about our state's voter database uncovered through thousands of hours of research conducted by our highly qualified and credentialed data team. While the numbers are staggering and somewhat difficult to comprehend, one thing is clear: they don't add up. Just like your checkbook must balance, so must our votes. If you'd had 10,000 fewer dollars in your bank account than you'd deposited, you would certainly want to know what happened. And if a company had that significant of a discrepancy in their books, they would most certainly conduct an audit. In fact, yearly audits are required by law for all public companies. Our audit of the 2022 election, using only official data provided by state election officials, shows that the 2022 election may not have been accurately or legally compliant. We are not saying one candidate won over another or that any election should be overturned. The state's official data from certified elections shows that the votes as counted were not all valid and accurate under the law. Today, we will present to you a resolution demanding an end the inaccuracy and uncertainty in our elections, along with a summary of our findings and the laws that apply. We're happy to meet with you if you have time to go over this information, including a more detailed specifics about our findings. If you have questions that I cannot answer now, I will commit to getting you the answers in writing from the United Sovereign Americans executive team as soon as possible. This data and our request for an investigation have been shared with the state and county officials and election certifiers. It's essential that you, our representatives, make it clear that these issues must be considered seriously. Today we come to you, some of our closest elected representatives, for support and action. We're asking you to listen to the resolution, ask questions if you have them, and then vote promptly for its passage. If you do need us to be on your agenda to pass, we are asking you today to be invited back. Your actions on this resolution will illustrate your dedication and support to the concerns of your constituents and your country. Thank you. Our resolution is next.
Thank you. The next up is Mary Jane Silvestri from St. Charles.
Hello and good morning. I am Mary Jane Silvestri. I live in Kane County and have been a resident of Illinois for about 40 years. I am a volunteer for United Sovereign Americans and not an official spokesperson. I present to you a resolution for a legally valid 2024 general election. Whereas it is a recognized civil right in the United States for every citizen to have free and fair elections, and the right of suffrage can be denied by a debasement or dilution of the weight of a citizen's vote just as effectively as by wholly prohibiting the free exercise of the franchise. And that is Reynolds versus Sims 377 U.S. 533 in 1964. Whereas it is the affirmative duty of our election officials to comply with all federal and state laws governing administration procedure of our elections, thereby guaranteeing elections are accurate and free from distortion or manipulation. Congress seeks to guard elections of members of Congress against any possible unfairness by compelling everyone concerned in holding the election to a strict and scrupulous observations of every duty devolved upon him while so engaged. The evil intent consists in disobedience to the law, and that was Recoy 127 U.S. 731 in 1888. Whereas our constitutional system of representative government only works when the worth of honest ballots is not diluted by invalid ballots procured by corruption, and assuring accuracy can only be achieved through fealty to these laws governing the following four tenets of an election. Number one, the voter rolls must be accurate, and that's a National Voting Act of 1993. Votes counted must be from eligible voters, and that's in the U.S. Constitution, 14th Amendment. The number of voters counted must equal the number of voters who voted. There can be no more than 1 in 125,000 ballots in error by the voting system. And that is from the Help America Vote Act of 2002. And thank you for listening.
Thank you. Next up is Michelle Peterson from Morris.
Hi, my name is Michelle Peterson. I'm from Grundy County, and I've been a an Illinois resident for 25 years. Could I lower this a little bit?
Sure. There's a, I believe there's a little grip there.
Just squeeze it.
There you go.
Ah, that's better. Thank you. I'm just going to continue the resolution. Whereas an open source audit of the Illinois 2022 general election conducted by Illinois state citizens has uncovered evidence of massive inaccuracies that violate both federal and state laws, including 4,032,801 ineligible or uncertain registration violations found within the Illinois state voter roll database. Again, that was 4,032,801. 589,985 votes cast by ineligible or uncertain registrations. 27,491 more votes counted than voters who voted in the 2022 general election. No one knows who cast them. 589,952 apparent voting violations in excess of the legal standard of system accuracy for a valid federal election. For the 2022 general election in Illinois, this number should have been 33, and yet we had 589,952. Certification as defined by law, and attestation of accuracy and compliance appears to have been fraudulent and illegal. Whereas these findings trample accuracy requirements of voting systems for a federal election, for a voting system, accuracy is defined by the ability of the system to capture, record, store, consolidate, and report the specific selections and absence of selections made by the voter for each ballot position without error. Whereas it must be known factually and provably that the intent of the voters is accurately represented by election results before certification can be lawfully conducted. Certification of an election that varies from the law is an abridgment of the civil rights of the citizens, a fraud ab initio, United States versus United States versus Throckmorton, 98 U.S. 61, 1878. Whereas Illinois' 2022 general election appears to have been invalid, depriving us of the guaranteed protection of our natural rights under a government duly and provably chosen by us, the American people, resulting in an incalculable damage to our families, our way of life, and the fabric of these United States. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is, looks like Babe Poxtis? Poxties?
Yes,
All right,
got
thank
the
you.
last name right. That was excellent.
Chicago.
So my name is Babe Poxtis. I live in Cook County, and I've been a resident of Illinois for 62 years. I am a volunteer for United Sovereign Americans and not an official spokesperson. I will continue with the resolution. Therefore, we call upon our representatives to provide relief to the people and the assurance of domestic tranquility by joining us in demanding a valid 2024 general election that upholds these existing laws and equitable principles of law. Proof of citizenship and identity to register to vote, not anonymous attestation. Documented chain of custody on every ballot, regardless of entry source, maintained from voter to vote count to final canvass. Secure ballots, similar to currency. In the event imaging technology is used for tabulation, the security features must be verifiable in the image. Voter rolls certified accurate 30 days prior, before start of early voting. Voters added after that date must bring proof of citizenship, identity, and address in person to a qualified official at each polling place. Systems, machines, security measures, procedures, infrastructure, policy, and conduct are required to be compliant with the laws regarding certification, testing, operational validity, and operational implementation. Any breach will require an adequately strong audit to verify that measured outcomes were within 10% of the margin of victory at a 95% probability. A scientifically randomized audit of real ballots must be performed and meaningfully witnessed, providing the error rate is smaller than 10% of the margin of victory. Otherwise, a fully witnessed hand recount must be performed. All parties with more than 10% of the vote shall have full and effective observation rights. Election operations and systems must maintain provable end-to-end chain of custody from voter to vote to final canvass. including auditability and witness transfer with paper records. Adjudication must be signed off by party witnesses and candidate witnesses with full and effective observation rights. Candidates must be allowed immediate access to ballots, images, and cast vote records. Candidates may agree to use party witnesses solely at their discretion. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Ken Zitko from St. Charles.
Thank you. I have handouts for the board that go along with our presentation.
Sure, if you could, please set them there at the end and we'll make sure that we get them up and down the rows.
All right, thank you. My name is Ken Zitko, and I've lived in Illinois for 51 years, and I am a director for the Illinois chapter of United Sovereign Americans. Continuing the resolution, number 9, end-to-end audits must be allowed by qualified, insured, and bonded security, forensic, or financial auditors. These shall not be personnel from within the election system. Reconciliation will include the vote count, ballots, adjudication, cast vote records, ballot count, vote count, custody transfer, and all other paper and electronic systems, including system logs if applicable. The aggrieved parties must be allowed to select their own auditor. 10, if the total of all unique variances above is more than 10% of the margin of victory, a new election must be held in the state for those candidates affected, unless it can be provably corrected by a manual hand recount with full review of records. And 11, waiver of requirements is not allowed. Only end-to-end system compliance can guarantee the intent of the people is accurately reported. Just obey the law. This concludes our powerfully written resolution outlining massive inaccuracies in our 2022 election from registration through certification. In it, you heard us ask for meaningful remedies to provide for proactively protecting the validity of the 2024 general election. In fact, the resolution also cited many U.S. Supreme Court precedents that support the need for such actions. Laws are being ignored. Bottom line, the checkbook is not balancing, and we need to know why. The voter system, which controls our most vitally important right, the right of suffrage, is not capable of producing an accurate, trustworthy result. Do you think these anomalies within our election system, which is part of our national security infrastructure, should continue to be ignored? How much is it costing us to not fix this problem? How much is it costing our GDP, our military, our foreign policy, our health, the self-esteem of our children and young people? And how much is it costing our dignity to keep fighting each other? The cost is immeasurable, so I urge you to show your agreement by passing the resolution. As we mentioned earlier, if you're unable to today, we would like to be invited back and included on your agenda. We have a website that showcases this initiative and provides information about the discrepancies in this state and states across the nation. We have some great videos that explain the project and the anomalies that are being found. The website is uniteforfreedom.com. That's unite, the number 4, freedom.com. I'd encourage you to check it out. And thank you all for your time today.
Thank you. We have one more, and it's David Kirkin from Mantino.
Good morning.
Morning.
I would like to encourage this board to exert as much pressure as possible on the state of Illinois and the county of Will to do something about the intersection of County Line Road and Route 50. It's just appalling how many lives have been lost recently. Then I'd like to address the last meeting. Every time I've come here, I've been told, or we've been told when we speak, to address the chairman because he doesn't want us to call out people individually. And last month, during the public comments, the chairman got up and walked out, and I was lost. I didn't know who to address anymore. It was pretty rude. I think you would agree, Mr. Snipes. Also, we've always been told that we should stick to facts and data. We at the No-Goshen end of things, we've presented a lot of facts. We've presented the 5 eyes that appeared on 60 Minutes. that included our FBI director and similar people from the other 4 English-speaking countries, warning us of the danger of CCP. There was a gentleman here at one meeting that was touting the book called The 100-Year Marathon. I don't know if any of you have read it, but I went to the Manteno Library and got a copy, and it's amazing, this 100-year plan that the CCP put into existence in 1949, and they're way ahead of schedule. I've seen Mike Pompeo and Leon Panetta at congressional hearings saying that the CCP shouldn't be allowed to own anything in this country. I've seen pictures of the Goshen president, his picture at CCP, the Communist Chinese Party meetings, and he is present attending those meetings. I just wish we had people in our state that were similar to John Molinar from Michigan, who Michigan's fighting the Goshen thing too. Quote him, John Molinar says, "Goshen officials in Michigan continue to mislead residents about the company's ties to the Chinese Communist Party. Goshen Incorporated officials are actively involved in the CCP, and its business partner was recently caught using slave labor in the CCP's genocide of religious people. Goshen's parent company has even worked with officials from Iran, an avowed enemy of the United States. Goshen is the wrong business partner for Michigan, and I believe they're the wrong business partner for Illinois also." Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on, we have the proclamation. If we could, sir, could we please get that read in the record? Let's do Child Abuse Prevention Month. We're going to do the proclamations first. We'll do that.
Proclamation declaring April 2023 as Child Abuse Prevention Month. Whereas preventing child abuse and neglect is a community problem that depends on involvement among people throughout the community. Whereas we all have a responsibility as individuals, neighbors, community members, and citizens of the County of Kankakee. And whereas safe and healthy childhoods produce confident and successful adults. Whereas child abuse and neglect often occurs when people find themselves in stressful situations without community resources and don't know how to cope. And whereas the majority of child abuse cases stem from situations and conditions that are preventable in an engaged and supportive community. And whereas child abuse and neglect can be reduced by making sure each family has the support they need in raising their children in a safe, nurturing environment. And whereas effective child abuse prevention programs succeed because of partnerships created among social service agencies, schools, faith communities, civic organizations, law enforcement agencies, and the business community. Now therefore I, Andrew H. Wheeler, by virtue of the authority vested in me as County Board Chairman of Kankakee County, Illinois, do hereby proclaim April as Child Abuse Prevention Month and call upon all citizens, community agencies, faith groups, medical facilities, and businesses to increase their participation in our efforts to support families, thereby preventing child abuse and strengthening the communities in which we live.
You got it. Oh, just scribbler at the top? Yep. Okay. Thank you. Is there a motion to approve here on this one here? Ms. Foster, second with Ms. Parker. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you. The next item would be the proclamation honoring Mo O'Keefe, please.
Proclamation of the County Board of Kankakee County, Illinois, honoring Chief Maurice Mo O'Keefe for his many years of public service to the people of Kankakee County. Whereas the Kankakee County Board has learned of the passing of Chief Maurice Mo O'Keefe, who began his service to the people of Manteno and Kankakee County in 1961 when he began his career as a firefighter. And whereas Chief Maurice Mo O'Keefe served the Manteno Community Fire Protection District for over 63 years, including service as firefighter, officer, first full-time fire chief, pension trustee, and fire district trustee. Whereas Chief Maurice Mo O'Keefe served the residents of Kankakee County as president of the Kankakee Valley Fire Chiefs Association for many years. And whereas Chief Maurice Mo O'Keefe contributed greatly to the improving of safety of the people of Kankakee through his service on the Kankakee County Emergency Telephone Board, providing leadership and direction from 2002 to 2017. And whereas Chief Maurice Mo O'Keefe worked for Kankakee Quaker Oats for many years, retiring in 1995. And whereas Chief Maurice Mo O'Keefe is survived by his wife Donna Hammond, 5 sons, 2 daughters, 12 grandchildren, and 15 great-grandchildren. Whereas Chief Maurice Mo O'Keefe made service to the people of Manteno and Kankakee County his life's work. Now therefore be it proclaimed that the Kankakee County Board hereby honors the life of Chief Maurice Mo O'Keefe, his service to this community, and many contributions to the safety and welfare of the people of Kankakee County.
Thank you so much. Mr. Hess, I would think that you might want to make that motion for a peer. Yes, he does. Is there a second? Yes, Ms. Monday. Is there any comments there that you might have, either of you, being hometown folks? So, all right. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you. Now moving back to vacancy and appointments. I have an appointment of Ryan Marion to fill the unexpired term of Ray Fairfield, District 6 of the Kankakee County Board. Is there a motion to approve, please?
Polk.
Dr. Polk, a second. Ms. Monday. Any comments? All righty. Let's do roll call vote, please.
Mr. Hess. Aye. Mrs. Polk.
Aye.
Mr. Snipes. Mrs. Weber.
Aye.
Mrs. Parker. Mr. Carrico. Mr. Swanson. Aye. Mr. Featherling. Aye. Mr. Donnell. Aye. Mr. Miller. Aye. Mr. Long. Aye. Mr. Kirkstra. Aye. Mr. Hunter.
Could you flip your camera on, Mr. Hunter, so your vote is valid? I'm sorry.
I thought I did. Got a new phone here.
We'll come back. We'll come back in just a second. Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Smith. Aye. Mr. Alexander.
Aye.
Ms. Foster. Aye. Ms. Andrade. Aye. Ms. Armour Earps. Aye. Mr. Ashcraft. Aye. Ms. Monday.
Aye.
Ms. Rittman-Akemi.
Aye.
Ms. Turner.
Nay.
Mr. Wheeler.
Aye. Motion carries.
Mr. Wheeler.
Oh, Mr. Hunter, were you able to get that camera worked out?
Yeah, it's a new phone. So, but you know, I'm not a clone. This is me.
I know. It's just the county code. We'll register
No
your comments, but the vote can't be valid. Sorry.
I understand. I heard the comments from Mr. Rowe.
All right, motion carries. Thank you. The swearing in will happen at a time with Mr. Hendrickson. Let's see here. Moving on to certificates. I have, let's see, certificates of appreciation. Sandy Cianci, Circuit Clerk, 15 years. Wow. It's right up over here.
How many you going for?
35.
Trying to beat Hendrickson over here? You want me to do it?
Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye. Thanks so much for your service. Let me turn that on first, please. That helps.
Got it.
You got it.
Yep.
So it's been a whirlwind, that's for sure. I've enjoyed doing this as for 14 years. In July, I was appointed. So in July of this year, it'll be 14 years that I was circuit clerk. But I came back and I was the chief deputy for 14 months before becoming appointed. So things are always moving quickly and at a fast pace in our office. But it's fun and I enjoy it. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Alrighty, next up is Adam Memiga from Corrections, 15 years, not here today, and Grant Jackson from Corrections, 15 years. So we do thank you for your service. We've got a couple things for you to sign, Sheriff, over here. We'll get those to you. Minutes of last meeting, March 12th, 2024. Is there a motion to approve? Mr. Carrico, second. Ms. Armour Earps, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Claims Committee report.
Mr. Chairman and members of the County Board, your Committee on County Claims would beg leave to report they have examined the following claims presented and recommend payment. Total claims of $10,594,425.99.
Is there a motion to approve claims? Mr. Miller, second? Second, Mr. Donnell. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Hess. Aye. Mrs. Polk.
Aye.
Mr. Snipes. Mrs. Weber.
Aye.
Mrs. Parker. Mr. Carrico. Mr. Carrico? Mr. Swanson. Mr. Featherling. Mr. Donnell. Mr. Miller. Mr. Long. Mr. Kirkstra. Mr. Hodder.
Aye.
Mr. Smith. Mr. Alexander. Ms. Foster. Ms. Andrade. Ms. Armour Earps. Mr. Ashcraft. Ms. Monday. Ms. Rittmanick-Emmy. Ms. Turner. Mr. Wheeler.
Aye. Motion carries. Mr. Rowe, would it be appropriate to register the vote for Mr. Hunter now that he's got his video on? Do you vote in the affirmative on the appointment, Mr. Hunter?
Yes, I do,
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
Thank you for that. I just want to make sure we clean that up.
Yep.
Thank you, Dan. Under department reports, please.
County Collector's Monthly Report for February 2024. Total cash and bank and investments of $905,151.35. County Treasurer's Monthly Report for February 2024. Tax operating account at First American Bank, ending balance of $507,887.49. At the tax collection account at First American Bank, ending balance of $556.46. The tax e-pay account at First American Bank, the ending balance is $41,829.74. Money market account at First American Bank, the ending balance is $354,877.66. Coroner's Monthly Report for February 2024. Total calls 104, coroner's cases 13, 9 autopsies, 9 toxicology, 1 donation, 2 fetal, 50 hospice, 39 referrals, 61 cremations, 2 x-rays, 1 COVID-19, and 4 pending. Coroner's income report for February 2024, total of $7,806.68. Circuit Clerk's Monthly Report for month ending February 2024, total disbursed of $323,218.11. Recorder's Monthly Report for February 2024, total of disbursement fees paid to the County Treasurer of $109,456.01. County Clerk's Monthly Report for February 2024, total fees of $42,501.25. Animal Control Monthly Report for February 2024, total for the month of $4,161.92. Total for $34,745.92. Total animals handled 60. Monthly Building Division Report for February 2024, total permits 37, total fees of $23,011. And the quarterly report for the Superintendent of Regional Office of Kankakee and Iroquois Counties is on file.
Alrighty, is there a motion to combine and approve all the reports? Mr. Swanson, second with Mr. Long. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Thank you. Motion carries. Under consent, anything you would like to discuss separately? Any item on consent agenda to be discussed separately? I'll just look it through.
Hey, Andy.
Yes, sir.
Does 33 here, does that involve expenditure of funds?
33. Yeah, these are all roll call votes.
Okay, oh, you're gonna do them all roll call.
Yeah, this whole thing is combined and then roll call for the whole thing. Yep. Let's do second time. Anything to come off? Otherwise, a motion to combine and approve is in order. Mr. Donnell, second. Combine and approve. Mr. Kirkstra, you can get them read in the record, sir. Thank you.
The reappointment of Peter Vial to the Farmland Assessment Review Committee. The reappointment of Bob Dennis to the Farmland Assessment Review Committee. The appointment of Richard Bilak to the Kankakee County Zoning Board of Appeals. Declaration and disposal of surplus vehicles for the Kankakee County Public Maintenance Department. Resolution authorizing execution and amendment of Section 5311 Grant Agreement Fiscal Year 2025. Purchase of a service agreement with Show Bus to operate the county's rural general public transportation service, state year fiscal year 2025. Resolution authorizing execution and amendment of downstate operating assistant grant agreement fiscal year 2025. Resolution authorizing the county board chairman to sign the agreement to reimburse certain costs related to the Heritage Prairie Wind Project between the county of Kankakee and Illinois Generation LLC. Resolution authorizing the county board chairman to sign local agency agreement for federal participation and appropriating matching tax funds for resurfacing County Highway 3. Resolution authorizing the county board to designate the board chairman as the authority to enter into contracts with the state of Illinois, and concurring resolution.
Alrighty, we had a motion and a second. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Hess. Aye. Mrs. Polk.
Aye.
Mr. Snipes. Mrs. Weber.
Aye.
Mrs. Parker. Mr. Kirko.
Aye.
Mr. Swanson.
Aye.
Mr. Featherling.
Aye.
Mr. Dunnell.
Aye.
Mr. Miller.
Aye.
Mr. Long.
Aye.
Mr. Kirkstra.
Aye.
Mr. Hunter.
Aye.
Mr. Smith.
Aye.
Mr. Alexander.
Aye.
Ms. Foster. Ms. Andrade. Ms. Armour Earps. Mr. Ashcraft.
Aye.
Ms. Monday. Ms. Rittmanick Emmy. Ms. Turner. Mr. Wheeler.
Aye. Motion carries. Looks like we have a couple items, one here for finance. Can you get that title, please?
Resolution of the County Board of Kankakee County, Illinois regarding property tax abatement for tax year 2023 payable in tax year 2024.
Alrighty, is there anybody that wants to make a motion to have the taxpayers keep the money in their pocket? Let's go with Mr. Carrico on that. A second with Mr. Long. Any questions? We go through this at finance, we have video, so we're not collecting taxes that have been levied, which means taxpayers keep it. Roll call vote? Let's do it.
Mr. Hess. Aye. Mrs. Polk.
Aye.
Mr. Snipes.
Aye.
Mrs. Weber.
Aye.
Mrs. Parker. Mr. Carrico. Mr. Swanson.
Aye.
Mr. Featherling.
Aye.
Mr. Donnell.
Aye.
Mr. Miller.
Aye.
Mr. Long.
Aye.
Mr. Kirkstra.
Aye.
Mr. Hunter.
Aye.
Mr. Smith.
Aye.
Mr. Alexander.
Aye.
Ms. Foster. Ms. Andrade. Ms. Armour Earps. Mr. Ashcraft.
Aye.
Ms. Monday. Ms. Rittmanick Emmy. Ms. Turner. Mr. Wheeler.
Aye. Motion carries. Next item, number 40, we get the title.
Ordinance of the County Board of Kankakee County, Illinois regarding amendments to the annual budget and appropriation ordinance for Kankakee County, Illinois, 2022-2023 fiscal year.
4 questions, probably should get a motion to approve and go that route, and then Steve's here to answer any questions about that. Is there a motion? Mr. Kirkstra, second. Mr. Ashcraft. Is there any questions for Steve regarding the adjustments? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Hess. Aye. Mrs. Polk.
Aye.
Mr. Snipes. Mrs. Weber.
Aye.
Mrs. Parker. Mr. Kirko. Mr. Swanson. Mr. Featherling. Mr. Dunnell. Mr. Miller. Mr. Long. Mr. Kirkstra. Mr. Hunter.
Aye.
Mr. Smith. Mr. Alexander. Ms. Foster. Ms. Andrade. Ms. Armour Earps. Mr. Ashcraft. Ms. Monday. Ms. Rittmanick Emmy. Ms. Turner. Mr. Wheeler.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Under waterways, if we can get the title read in the record, please.
Ordinance of the County Board of Kankakee County, Illinois regarding ordinance amendment to the Kankakee County Code for the establishment of the Kankakee County Waterways Advisory Subcommittee.
Is there a motion there to approve that for the Waterways Subcommittee? We'll go with Ms. Parker, second.
Polk.
I'll go with Dr. Polk Dr. Polk with a second. Is there any questions about that? We talked about it in committee, the structure, the makeup, the appointment process, very similar to AWAC, the role, kind of a combination of what AWAC does, the animal welfare, and what the Regional Planning Commission does, but totally focused on citizen input on what they'd want to see done on the river. You also have the chance to amend this future if you find a need for others to be added, other organizations that were in a blind spot that we didn't see. So this isn't like etched in tablets. So, alrighty. It doesn't seem like we're spending any money because there is no compensation for this. So all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you. It's a big step for the future. Hopefully things start moving. And they are, by the way. We'll have highway and waterways update, and some permits have been issued, if you will, and others are imminent. So we'll talk about that. Openings, please, sir.
One opening on the McGillivray Special Drainage District, one opening on the BM Lewis Drainage District, one opening on the Moments Pembroke Union Drainage District number 1, one opening on the Union Drainage District number 2, one opening on the Animal Welfare Advisory Committee for a shelter community representative, one opening on the Historic Preservation Commission for a historian, one opening on the ICANN Joint Education Committee from a board member, one opening on the Kankakee County Board of Review, one opening on the Kankakee River Valley Forest Preserve District Board, one opening on the University of Illinois Extension, one opening on the Kankakee County Housing Authority, one opening on the Grant Park Fire Protection District, one opening on the Greater Moments Fire Protection District, one opening on the Kankakee Township Fire Protection District, one opening on the Limestone Fire Protection District, one opening on the Otto Township Fire Protection District, one opening on the Pilot Township Fire Protection District, one opening on the St. Anne Fire Protection District, two openings on the Cabry Area Fire Protection District, two openings on the Bourbonnais Fire Protection District, two openings on the Essex Fire Protection District, two openings on the Mantino Community Fire Protection District, two openings on the Reddick Fire Protection District, two openings on the Kankakee County Public Building Commission, four openings on the Kankakee County Board of Health for 2 doctors, 1 dentist, 1 county board member.
All right. That wasn't quite long enough. We'll work on that next month.
More drainage districts.
Yeah, more drainage districts, please, for 400, Alex. New business. A lottery.
As required by the state of Illinois, we are required after the primary election to conduct a lottery for party placement for the November election. Since there's millions of people that are watching on YouTube right now, we thought we'd put it out here in order to show total transparency. If I could have the representatives from the Republican and the Democratic Party step up, please. I've got Ms. Foster here.
Oh, snap.
Okay, I have 2 envelopes in here. One has a number 1, one has a number 2. Which of you ladies would like to pick the envelope? Okay, which one would you like? Take that one, take that one. Do you want to open those up? Yeah, envelope in an envelope.
Deal or no deal.
And you're going to beat me if there's an envelope inside of there, right? No.
Like Price is Right. No.
It's behind door number 1. Dog catcher.
Okay. So the Democrats will have the top spot on the ballot. The Republican Party will have the second spot on the ballot. If I could get you to sign this real quick. Okay.
I didn't even get the Powerball.
Back to your regularly scheduled program.
Any old business? Any other new maybe business? How about a motion to adjourn? Mr. Hess, Ms. Andrade. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign.